Okay guys, let's check out what's at the Medicom Exhibition 25, of course. Today is, what is it? Yeah, 13th of August 2025. So let's go and check it out because there's quite a few things here. And I know what you guys are saying. Ooh, Zero. There's quite some cool stuff here. And there is. So let's go and check it out, of course. As you guys can see here, this is from their ultra detail figure line, which they don't really have articulation, you know, they're just static figures, but you can see Blackjack here, which looks pretty darn cool. And like I said, no articulation, it's just a standing figure, but it's still a pretty darn nice one. And here you can see the face sculpt. I like the way they did the hair. I wish she did have more hair separation, but for this line, you know, that is pretty much what you expect. It has some good detail, but it's not super well detailed, nothing like their main Mayfex line. And of course, they got the little girl here, which looks really cute. She looks nice, but again, more hair separation, please. Always add a lot of hair separation. And here you go with the little tag there if you want to check that out. So we got Halle Berry from John Wick 3, as you guys can see there. She has her dogs. It's nice seeing her not being a prototype anymore. I like the dogs, honestly. That's what I would get. The reason to get this figure would be for the dogs. I don't know if they have articulation. It looks like they might have some, especially here on the neck at least, but it looks nice. And nothing against Halle Berry, by the way. She was, I mean, if you guys have seen her before, her earlier movies, man, hot mama, of course. But it's just that, you know, as this character, you know, it's John Wick. You actually just care about John Wick, you know. But still, pretty darn nice. Pretty darn nice that it has the dogs. The doggos are, I think, I would love to have the doggos. As you guys can see, Sophia, John Wick Chapter 3. And of course, you like the boys. You got their, you know, version of Wonder Woman, the Queen Maven, as you guys can see there. I don't think, no fabric skirt from the looks of it. She looks nice, I gotta say. I'm pretty impressed the way they did the legs, because if it's not for the cut here for the knees, if it's just like that, it looks like it's just one solid piece. Really well done until you get here, obviously. Like I have said before, the ball joints on the ankles, I wish they would have lowered them a little bit more, but I know you have to have enough area to give, but still pretty nice. So here you can see the face sculpt, which looks good. A good amount of hair separation. I like the black that they added to the hair. It looks good. It gives it a little bit more depth to it. The face looks nice. I like the eyes. The lips look good. The nose, I like it. The armor itself looks pretty good as well. And here you can see her from another angle. Looks good. I like the colors. Really well done, Mayfex. Really well done. As you can see there, Queen Maven. No word on pricing, release date, or anything like that. So expect to wait a little bit more. And we got another one that is just a prototype, but as you guys can see here, fully fabric coat, which I like. Some good amount of hair separation. The sunglasses look good. The beard looks nice, even if it looks a little bit too it looks a little bit like it's not there, but it is. It's just that again, this is just a prototype, so it's probably that this part is unfinished, or they just haven't put all the detail, because there's a lot of things that people don't understand about these gray figures. When they're gray, it's just gray. So you're not gonna see the shading or the color application and all that stuff. But Mayfex just does such an awesome job with a lot of their figures. In fact, you can probably see it here a little bit better. See how you can see the beard a little bit more? You can see the mustache a little bit more as well. You know, so yeah, they do add, and it looks like the coat here is gonna be like a little bit damaged, worn, torn here. So you guys can see here, it looks like it's gonna have some discoloration in some areas, so that is cool. I love it when they do that. And Butcher, the Butcher version 2.0, there you go. So we got Homelander 2.0, as you guys can see there, just a prototype. And they have the original Homelander here. So he's looking good. So if, man, Mafex is doing some cool stuff, because if you like Mortal Kombat, and you go into the Mafex line, you have Terminator. I think you have Rambo as well. I could be wrong about Rambo, but you have Rambo, you got Homelander. You know, the only thing I want Mafex to do an Omni-Man. That would be awesome. Man, you have a good amount of cast of characters, and I think we might see some Mortal Kombat characters when it comes to the movie side, maybe making their way to it. That would be pretty nice. But yeah, Homelander looks great. And of course, their Terminator line with Megan there. And there you go. That is their Terminator line, of course. Man, I gotta say, I like this 2-pack of just the Arnold T800 with John Connor. I think it's a good move, because honestly, not a lot of people are gonna be interested in just getting John Connor, you know. But man, the D1000, this figure looks awesome. This figure is awesome, and I know it's already up for pre-order, but still, the amount of detail that they put into it is just so cool. They did one hell of a job with it, as you guys can see there. April 2026 and April 2026. So let's move on to the Batmans, because there's quite a few things here when it comes to Batman. So here we have Batman from the Dark Knight Returns. You can see him with his gun. Now, I'm not 100% sure if this is from the first movie, the second part of the comics, or the third part. I checked out after the second one. But here is the other one. You can see that he does have kind of like a knife here. And I like that he has the tan face, which is nice. And I like the shading that they did with the black and the grays. The big Batman logo there with the yellow background on it. That looks cool. So that's really awesome. TDKR blue damage version. Okay, so this is a blue damage version? I don't see any damage. Really? Do you guys see any damage? I don't see any damage. I mean, it looks a little bit dirty in some areas, but it doesn't look damaged. Unless he comes with a head that is completely like beat up. Yeah, that could be it. And I have Azrael, and it's one of my favorite Mafex figures. And I do have Batman Hush. Man, I love those two. Those two are just awesome. And of course, they did the animated Batman one, but the thing is that this is from season 2. I wish the one everybody wants is the season 1. That's probably the only Batman left. Well, actually no. There's 2 Batmans that I want. I want Batman Beyond, the one from the freaking cartoon series, and the animated series. You know, season 1 Batman with the suit is awesome. But check this out. The Hush line continues because they're giving us freaking Clark Kent and Bruce Wayne, which I'm all for it. I love the idea that they're going with that. Remember that the original Hush Batman release came with a Bruce Wayne head. This one, they're giving you Bruce Wayne, they're giving you Superman. You know, they're giving you the Clark Kent, which is awesome. That is so cool. And it looks like we're getting 2 more here. Are they gonna do 2.0s for them? I hope not. I have this one and I love this figure, man. I just love it. It's one of my favorite figures to display. And it looks like we're getting Robin here, which I like. Man, I love the cape, how they did the yellow with the black. That looks awesome. And here you can see his staff. That looks good. That's a nice face sculpt. The hair looks good. Could use a little bit more hair separation, obviously. Other than that, man, he looks awesome. Remember that the capes do have the wires inside them, which is great. And yeah, it's just Hush Robin. And this is Batman Hush Black and Blue. Black and Blue. Interesting. So black and blue version. And then they're doing this one. Oh, the Bat logo is different. The logo is different here. Yeah, it's not like this one. See, this one is just the bat symbol and nothing on it. That one has the circle around. These two have the circle around, so around the logo there. So black and blue. I don't know how to feel about this. I like it because that's my favorite bat suit. So I don't think if this one is not that different, then you know, it's not really a must buy for me. But yeah, check out Bruce Wayne there. He looks good. He looks good. He looks really darn good. I do like that he has the gloves on, the suit. Hopefully you can remove the coat and you can have him with just the black suit underneath. And I hope they do the same thing they're doing with Clark, where they actually have you know, the open shirt just like this, but with the Batman suit on it. That would be awesome. That would be so cool because you could swap out the heads. And you know, if you guys know, there's a few comic books and there's a few series, especially I think it was in the Batman animated series, or no, it was when they did the Superman Batman crossover. Not the movie. I think they did it in an episode where Batman I don't know if it's Brainiac. I don't remember. This is one of Superman's villains takes over Bruce Wayne, and Robin goes to Superman and he's like, dude, this happened, I can't find Bruce and all that stuff, and he's like, well, you're gonna have to act like Batman. And basically you get the reason why guys don't try to shoot Batman pretty much, because they shoot at Superman where he's wearing the batsuit and nothing happens, and they're like, oh, okay, guns don't work against him, you know. So he basically adds to the mythos, and I like it, and I like this, and I hope that this is an extra body that you can swap it out with a normal one, because I would love to have him just, you know, clean without opening up with the glasses on. You know, that would be pretty cool if they do with the ties and stuff. That would be pretty awesome if they do that. I hope they do. Rage Ghul, of course. He looks good, you know, skinny. He has, I gotta say, he has some good abs right there. They did an awesome job with him. The sword looks nice. So that Rage is pretty cool. Look at that hair separation. He has one layer here, another layer here, and another one back here. So there's 3 layers there, so that's cool. And the chest hair, man, they did one hell of a job. It looks like it's real. So awesome. Awesome. And of course, we got the Swordsman Batman there. There's the Hush damaged version of him, which looks good as well. Green teeth. So that's awesome. He also comes with the sword, so you can have him fighting Rage, of course. And you can see the damage on the suit. That looks great. So these are from the Death and Return Superman. I only have the black suit Superman. That's the only one that I really cared about. But seeing Doomsday is pretty awesome, and I like this 2-pack. This 2-pack here. Well, if it turns out to be a 2-pack, it's gonna be pretty awesome. You also got Lobo, you got his dog, you got Wonder Woman, and you got the Superman of Tomorrow as well there. So that is pretty darn cool. And of course, we got Joker here, the Joaquin Phoenix Joker from the second movie, which I really didn't like. You know, it just didn't. I didn't like that movie. We got the Suicide Squad Harley Quinn, which, you know, is whatever. But man, Doomsday looks good. He looks good and he looks tall. So yeah, definitely return Superman, but it just says Superman, Doomsday. It doesn't say anything else. I would expect a like battle damage version, you know, or something like that. But no, I like how it comes a little bit with the ground broken up. The suit is completely destroyed. You can see the cape on the back. That's awesome. I do hope that the cape, it looks plastic there, but I do hope that they make it fabric so you can have it like blowing the wing any way you want. That would be pretty awesome. Here you can see Doomsday, man. The detailing on him looks great. Looks great. And obviously they're probably using the same mode that they use for Bane with some changes. But man, he looks menacing. I really like how Doomsday looks. Look at Superman here. Look at that. That looks great. It's great. He looks pissed off, you know. Gosh, that looks awesome. And this is the Superman from tomorrow. A lot of people are saying this is probably gonna be the Jim Lee Superman, if I remember correctly, something like that. But he looks good. Now, when it comes to Superman, I would love to get another Superman, but the one that they haven't done, which I think this one might be, is Superman. After Death of Superman, you know that he has the long hair. He still has the long hair with the suit. I hope they do that because one of the things, I'll show you right here. I have the Hush one, right? And I do have this one. Well, I know what you're gonna say, Zero, just swap out the heads. Yeah, I did that. And I actually did in my review of the Hush Superman. The Death of Superman. I did that with the Hush one. The only thing is the skin color. The skin color on the face and neck for the black suit Superman is different than the one on the Hush one. It's kind of like they went like, yeah, let's do that. So, you know, if you want the correct skin color, you have to get this one, you know, or this one. It makes sense, right? And that's the only gripe that I have with it. That I cannot do that because I was so happy. Well, you can do it, you know, if you don't look at it too much. You go like, yeah, I can have it already. But, you know, that's how it goes. So we got Wonder Woman here with the sword. Well, I wouldn't call that a sword. More like a dagger and the shield. Looking good. She has the stars on the skirt. Not a fabric skirt. I wish it was fabric. For these type of figures, you know, for how expensive they are, I would have added fabric. Lobo, which looks awesome. He has a real chain necklace, which is cool. But they should have done the same thing here with the hook. They should have went all out and just go chains here. Would have looked a lot better because, hey, he has chains. The dog has a chain as well. So why not go all out, right? But who knows, maybe the effect parts that he comes with, maybe he'll have it. I like how the dog has the little X here, the bandage. That looks cute. And he's from Justice League, you know. And of course we have the Zack Snyder and the Affleck Batman there. And the Jared Leto Joker. And the Jason Momoa there, and whatever this is supposed to be, Flash and Cyborg and Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman there if you're interested in those. But Punisher, man, Punisher is pretty awesome. He's pretty comic accurate. He actually has real guns. Like, it's not like they did with Deadpool. The Amazing Yamaguchi Deadpool, you remember that they and the newer one, the 1.5 I think it was, and the 2.0 that they gave him fake guns, like toy guns. And this guy actually comes with guns that actually look like real guns, which it should be. These, like I said before, these are for adults. These is not for little Timmy, little Johnny. It's not for your little kids, man. This is for actual collectors, you know. little Tommy and little Jimmy don't have $100 to spend on this guy, plus the shipping and handling. So yeah, it's like what, 135 around that price range. Of course, we got some Wakanda Forever. So you got the whole Infinity Saga, Wakanda Saga there, and you got the Churi Black Panther that nobody cares about. Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Wakanda Forever. And of course, we got the Mayfix, Deadpool, and Wolverine figures, who actually look good. What I really like about Deadpool here, about this Deadpool figure, is that he's gonna come with Logan's. It looks like he might come with part of the skeleton, because he also has the arms with the claws, and you're like, darn. I like the katanas, they're really shiny, to make it look like adamantium. He does have the Golden Desert Eagle Pistoleros, he does have the TVA phone there. And I gotta say, Wolverine, he looks good. He looks pretty darn good. I like the way they did the claws, and they made them shiny. Good job. Good job with it. Obviously, like I said before, I already have the brown suit Wolverine. That's my favorite Wolverine from the comic books, and I don't need the Hugh Jackman one, And also, it's Wolverine, no Wolverine. Wolverine. I think it's right here in the way. Wolverine. Hello, Wolverine. How you doing today? El champapa del Wolverine. Wolverine just like the bailarina. Que putarina. But yeah, this Deadpool suit is pretty nice. It's pretty nice, but again, I'd rather get comic book versions of the stuff, MCU version. And here's that dog, that ugly ass dog, man. I don't know why they went with that dog, man. Could have given him a nicer dog, something nice. And here's some more stuff, from their Infinity Saga series that already have been out. And their Spider-Mans, of course, but this one, I'm pretty sure that's from No Way Home, right? Yeah, it's the one from No Way Home. But just, well, it looks, at least from what we saw in the tease, it looks to be the same suit from Brand New Day, which makes sense, obviously. It's good seeing him in the classic suit. I like it, but Mayfix has already done quite a few Spider-Man suits, and I already have the black suit one, and I have the Amazing Yamaguchi Iron Spider suit, so I really don't need more Spider-Mans. But S.H.Figuarts might change my mind on that when it comes to that, because they are doing the Marvel vs. Capcom ones, and if that's Spider-Man, this one here looks like it does in the games, I might have to pick this one up. I might have to. So yeah, that does it for the Medicom Exhibition, and not much else that I can tell you guys. That hey, if you stuck around this long for the video, thank you. Make sure to leave a comment, share the video. You can like it or dislike it if you don't want. If you want, it's up to you guys. But I do want you guys to go and check out the video that I did if you're especially a Gundam Wing fan. Yeah, I kind of put the whole manga, and you guys can watch it clearly. And let me tell you something. It's one hell of a read. It's a 5-hour long video, but hey, there's no music, there's no talking, so you can put your own music to it and read along. And well, not read along because I'm not reading it. You can pause it, read it, zoom in, zoom out, and everything, and just enjoy the whole thing. And yes, I do have the infamous chapter 70, what is it, 73, I think it is, the one where you see Wayne Zero and Epion fighting in their mobile armor forms, which is a pretty badass chapter that almost everywhere they don't have it online for you to read. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys next time.